Hey everybody, welcome back to We're playing a game of Total War Warhammer. I'm the Strategy Professor, and this is going to be another pure campaign, which means we don't abuse the auto-resolve system, we don't assassinate words on the campaign map, we don't do any other shenanigans or tomfoolery that give us an unfair advantage over the AI. I like a good challenge, and I hope you do too. So we're going to be doing some legendary wood elves today. I'm going to go with the tree people. I'll talk a little bit more about why I go for the tree people as soon as I get into there, but just to compare him to Orion, you basically get to buy all of the beefy, tanky tree units in exchange for not being able to get as much of kind of the elf flanking archery type of unit. So that's really the main drawback. So let's go ahead and get in here. And I'm going to go ahead and skip the introduction. It is a cool introduction. You can watch it on YouTube or something if you'd like. I'm just trying to save a bit of time. This first episode usually takes a while because I talk a lot about the strategic elements that go on in the game. However, I'm going to wait to talk about that just for a little bit because I really want to do this first battle that is extremely difficult. I did it the first time that I tried it. I barely won it. But I've lost the other 4 or 5 times that I've tried it. So I don't want to waste a lot of time introducing stuff and talking about all these things if I'm just going to lose the first fight. So I want to do it though. I don't want to give up on it. I want some street cred. So basically I try to attack Paravon on turn 2, which is a walled city, and it has a garrison including Knights of the Realm. So it's got a lot of really nasty things. So it's 16 units, and I'm probably only going to have 10, maybe 11. Now, I have thought about who to hire because I think I definitely want another lord in here. But the question is, like, the tree people are absolutely amazing with tree units, but they cost 450 upkeep, which is not great. The elf people are not quite as powerful, but they only cost 250. That extra leadership's pretty nice, though, on her. I am going to need some archers, just some basic archers should be good. Now, I think I can get the, can I get these upgrade archers without amber? Yes. Okay. So I can still get the upgraded archers if I want to. I just can't get these. I can't get way watchers, and I can't get rangers and war dancers that easily. But I can still get these basic archer and infantry units. I can even get these. Which, I mean, their missile damage is 27, which is good. But, like, these things with the Starfire shafts are pretty crazy. Now, those don't have anything special. They have magic ammunition, 23. They cost 163 upkeep. 23. So these... Anyways, I'll figure that out here in a second. And I'll tell you, we're basically going to try to go up and get the Treekin pretty quickly and then work on getting these Hawk Riders and really leveraging those types of units. Okay, so we're going to go ahead first up and buy this. It's 800 gold on turn 1. I'll explain more about the buildings, like I said, if I win the first fight. I just don't want to spend a lot of time explaining it if I'm going to lose it. Now, the -2 enemy cost is enemy leadership is interesting because Bretonnians have pretty low leadership to begin with. Having another archery unit would be pretty nice too. I think I'm going to go ahead and get her. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll up to here. They're a lot cheaper too, which is important early on. We're going to hire as many archers as we can. Obviously, in a siege situation, ranged units are very powerful. Alright, we're going to walk over here. We're going to deploy. Public order is a huge problem for the elves too, at least early on Legendary. So deploying is nice. Go ahead and hire this Distinguishing Scar. It's something I'm interested in. So she is a lot cheaper upkeep wise also. I just want as many fighters as I can possibly get. Now she can get a Forest Dragon mount, which is obviously really sweet. And I can buy a bunch of... She can be like my archery unit, because I'm probably only going to be able to get 2 armies, so I can make her and specialize her in all the missile damage stuff. Then I can specialize him in some of these other things. My main person. Okay, so I think that's all good. Now, the question is, I know that I eventually want to take over this entire glade if I can, is you can't do it on turn 2, I don't think. I mean, not on Legendary. I haven't watched a lot of other people do it, but, like, they don't have walled cities, but they have a tremendous amount of units, and they get even more after turn 1 in their capital. So, you need at least 2 pretty high-stacked armies, I think, to do this. Now, like I said, I haven't done a lot of research. There might be some ways to game the system and fight them a lot earlier, but from what I've seen, it's very difficult. I mean, that first fight, if you try to fight that on turn 2 or turn 1, is basically impossible, I think. I mean, 10 plus, what, 8? Glade Riders, I mean, they basically have like 20 units to your 10, and it's the same kind of units. There's not a lot of, like, tactics you can use, I don't think, to make that happen. Without, like, assassinating their lord or something with my dude. I don't know. Like, there might be some gamey, sneaky ways you can do it, but I'm going to try to just do a straight-up clean campaign. We'll talk about the text later if I win the fight, but you only have one option turn 1, so that's what you do. So look at diplomacy. Now, I could try to do it thematically. It might be cool to try to play nice with the elves. Because I don't want to just sit here and just, like, hang out and just, like, win the game through diplomacy as much as possible. Like, I will do some diplomacy, but I want to go out and fight. Like, I want to try to move beyond the woods and actually take over a lot of the map, just like I do in my other campaigns. I don't want to just turtle up and try to win with diplomacy and, you know, kind of game the system. I want to get out there and get some fighting in, so maybe I can just win through, or just get, like, diplomacy in here with these elves, possibly, to confederate with them and take over all of these other places, these non-elf places. And that would be cool thematically to not have to fight your own people, so I guess we'll go for it. We can change our mind later if we want to, but let's just see if we can befriend these guys.
The words of the faithless.
So we'll try to play nice with them.
The Deepwood protects its sons and daughters. We will see our homeland persist through all the coming ages.
If they don't want to play nice, you know, we'll kill them later. Bastone. No. Yeah, I think I just want to kill all of the, kill all the non-elf people. Okay, I think that's good. Now you can turn off the taxation if you want to save a little bit more public order, but the trade-off is that you can only hire one less person if you do that, so that's problematic.
How can I assist you?
All right, now I would love to be able to burrow under and reinforce, but it's not going to be far enough, I don't believe. I don't think it's far enough, so I think I'm going to have to dash in based on what I've seen. So she's going to come in as a reinforcement.
Seeking unseen paths.
All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and we'll click on this. And let's do it. I've checked before, no one else is at war with him to start the game, so yeah, so it gives you less than a 5% chance to win. It's an extremely hard fight, but like I said, I have won this before, and I want to do it for the glory. Like, I want to start off the first episode with a bang, just let you know the kind of campaign we're running, which is we're going to take on some really tough stuff and try to make it interesting. We're going to try to spice it up. We're not going to go through and game the system and, you know, kind of wheedle our way to victory. Alright, let's do this. You can attack turn 1 because he is a siege attacker himself, Durthu, which is really nice. The Orion side, you have a hard time siege attacking. So you have to pay Amber to get siege attackers, which we'll talk about after this. But I just want to kick it off with a sweet fight here, right off the bat. This is a very, very hard fight. Like I've said before. I mean, we're going up against superior numbers. They have superior tech. They have legendary stats. And, of course, they have the walls with the towers, which are just a real terror early on. Okay, so what I like to do is start off with the Wild Riders over here. We'll go ahead and start deploying with that. Start off with the Wild Riders. Over there. Everyone else, like right here.
Our aim is true.
The main thing that will kill you early on are the towers. So we want to shoot everyone that's on these towers if we can. And of course we want Durthu and my right-hand man here. Now this miasma is pretty good. It's very cheap. You can spam it. Does a lot of damage. The Durthu has his free sort of shot he can do. You can do this. This is also pretty good. Gives you a little bit of extra armor when you get in there and a little bit of extra damage. But I think the miasma might be better. It does a pretty good amount of damage. So what we really want to do is take out the archers. Their archers are public enemy number 1. If we can knock out the archers, we can win. Eventually, these things will knock down this door. And then we can get a flank at the very end. We just want to hold those in reserve if we can. And then wait until we form up nice lines here. And then flank around and hit the archers at the end. It really comes down to, usually I can get through the gate. It's just trying to break through and get the town center when they still have a lot of battalions left. And they just kind of get those Knights of the Realm right here to form a line and then just mow me down with their archers. That's kind of the big deal. So I want to be prepared for that. I do want to be out of this range if I can and just have these two things shoot at me. And then when she comes in, we'll just run her over and just see what we can do when she gets here. Now, usually they don't put anyone over there to deal with that. Yeah, we just want to shut up this as fast as possible.
Archers ready. Immediately. Weapons loose.
There we go. As soon as we kill these people up here, then it disables this tower. So that's what we want. We want these towers out of it. Okay, yeah, get her over here. Now remember, she's going to be really tired from all that running. Are they letting me in? What? I've never seen this tactic before. Can I not get in there? Or is that just like a visual glitch or what? Yeah, they're just letting me walk in. Okay. This is interesting. I've never seen them just like open up the door to me like that. I need to try to like fan out a little bit here. Guys, fire. How are they holding with such low numbers? Okay. Hey, get him out of there. Okay, this should disable this tower, right? There's nobody there. Like, who's there? Okay, good. It disabled it. Alright, yeah, that's what we want. Fire into that. There we go. Yeah, it's just use all of your mana on the archers. Have we torn this down yet? It takes a little bit to tear through that. These guys just like not get the angle or something? There we go. Okay, yeah. Step back. Let's go ahead and fire onto these guys. Okay, so we need them down. Am I in range for that? I don't know. Yeah, we got him. It is hard to get the angle on him. Alright, let's go ahead and just fire like right into these, I think. We haven't taken those down yet. Alright, fire on those. Alright, can she fire on those? There we go. Oh, they got the gate now. Okay, that was weird. Oh, did we kill their lord? Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and get some of these halberds, or the horses. Let's get the horses out of there. See if we can get some good shots. Can we shoot those? Can we get the angle? It's so hard to like get the correct angle here. Now they are dealing some damage to my man here, which is not great. Alright, she might just have to run in there. These halberds are kind of causing some problems. I wonder if I can get... Can I get up here and then fire down on them? I'm not sure. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some of those now. Can we shoot on them? Yeah. Hopefully he fires into that. And I just may have blown up some of my own units. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Get in there. Alright, hold fire, hold fire. I need to save ammo. Alright, have we torn this down yet? Okay. Alright, so we want to wait. Like I said, it's important to wait on this. You don't want to be too antsy. How much ammo do I have left? I only have 8 ammo left. Oh god, here we go. That's the problem. These things start raining on you. Okay, they're done. Let's get over here. Get in here, fight these things. Sorry, I'm gonna get a haircut today. I know my hair is a topic of controversy. On my channel. You gotta ignore them. Get over here. Like, these archers are just so brutal. I think I should be able to flank around here. I gotta watch out for those other Knights of the Realm. I don't know if they're hiding here, just beyond vision or what. But guys, let's go. Yeah, they have some spears. Yep. Run. No, they have Knights of the Realm, like, protecting him from the rear. Super annoying. I gotta make them commit over here before I go in. Why are my guys like, what are they doing? Guys, get over here. Alright, let's go ahead and skirmish mode, shoot them. Get in there, guys. Holy cow. Jesus. No. Run. Damn it, they're playing that so well. Run around here. Get away from those things. Those Knights of the Realm are going to shatter me. Guys, run. Like, get out. Some of them are caught, I guess. Are all my dudes out of ammo or what? Like, get fire on these things. Guys, go. There we go. Now rain it down on them. There we go. Alright, rain on these guys. Okay, here we go. There we go. God, I swear to God, these archers are just like... Alright, let's get in here and kill them. Okay, good. Yes, got him. Got that 5%er. It's just so hard, because they just run, and they have such great bonuses to... everything on Legendary, especially morale, that it makes it really hard to kill them. I just want the extra money. There we go. Knew I could do it. Okay, so I hope that's exciting. It's definitely a fun fight, and I could have managed a lot of stuff better, I'm sure, but it's really hard with everything that's going on. Let's see if we can get some more kills. I need to get rid of these anyways, so because they're costing me amber, so I really don't care if I lose them. So I'm going to dismiss them, so you might as well use them. And I need to cut costs also a little bit early on. So I really don't mind losing some of these, because they're just so expensive. Did we get them all? Got a lot of them. That's probably fine. I could have killed more halberdiers there. Remember, they can't run, like they're dead, because I just beat them in their capital on turn 2. So, I mean, he killed 279 people. The main guy is an absolute beast. He's awesome. Pyrrhic victory, my butt, dude. I was so undermanned on that. How did she do? She killed 50, so she's pretty good. She's not as good as the tree guy, but having that range is actually quite nice because I'm not going to have a ton of ranged units. And like having her with that dragon mount later will have a lot of utility too. Yes. Finally got it. I know people have been asking me, where's the elf content? Where's the elf content? It's because I've been trying to win this fight. And I didn't want to back down. I didn't want to just turtle up and do the standard elf thing that maybe you see on other channels. I want to try to get aggressive and try to make this a fun campaign to watch. Now, I would love 5,000 extra gold, but the thing is, it costs it costs a lot of money to repopulate it, and I just want to go ahead and get more amber. Got the amber. Might be able to take out Montefort next. Okay, so now I can actually talk about what the elves do. Because we just won the battle. So, whenever you take over a minor settlement like this, you cannot build it up into a major settlement. So, that's a problem. All you can do, it's called a lookout, and all you can do is build one building, unless there's some kind of upgrade I don't know about. I haven't gone very far into the elf campaigns. But you get one building, and you get to choose, and there's not a good way to make a lot of money. Like, it gives you 50. Spoiler alert, I'm going to get rid of the taxation, because I'm only getting 50 gold from it. And you have a couple of options. So if you get a lot of these settlements, they can become very powerful because they're global. But they don't give you a lot of money. Like, you kind of have to earn your money off of raiding. There's almost like a horde faction. This is really good, though. This gives you 25% casualty replenishment rate in the area, and also gives you a little bit of extra garrison to help you defend. So this is one that I get quite a lot, especially when I just take over a spot. And it only costs 100 gold to build it in one turn. So you can always switch it out. So if you don't like it, I'm going to get this one, because I want the replenishment rate so I can keep fighting. But you can get +2 growth, which really doesn't matter because there's no reason to grow this. I don't think, because you can't upgrade it. As far as I can tell, there's no reason to grow it. Because I don't know what I would do with the growth, because you can't upgrade it. So there's really not a huge reason to get the growth, as far as I can tell. Extra income is good, but once again, your income is very limited, so I don't know I'll get that one a lot. This one affects your combat, which is very good. I mean, 1% extra damage on everything is good. If you take over 20 of these, for example, then you can switch them all over to this. So it's very modular, like you can switch and get whatever you want. Now, the recruitment cost is nice because, and that's just for local armies, because you're going to have to use the global recruitment anytime you want to refill your units if you go away from home base. So that's a pretty nice addition. This is good, and this is good if you get trade with a bunch of people. You can still get the 28 marble and trade around that way. So that's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, these little outposts basically are pretty terrible most of the time. So you just get them, move on, go to casualty until you get a whole bunch of them, and then you can start switching them over and getting maybe some of these other bonuses. But okay, so there's that. So you see we're getting a lot of replenishment here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this guy. He's taking up an amber. So what amber is, it's a new resource. You get amber by taking over towns and getting diplomacy with other factions. So if you form a military alliance with another faction, you get all of the amber that they have. So you get 1 amber for each town, each small town, and 2 amber for each capital. So because I just took a capital, I got 2 more amber. And you can spend that amber in a variety of ways. So number 1 is you can upgrade this tree here, which is how you win. You upgrade it all the way to the top with 30 amber, and I think you fight a fight and you win the game. So that's kind of their victory condition. I'm about to upgrade it here in a second to number 5. It's very important that you get this as soon as you can because public order is a huge problem, which I'll talk about here in a second. But that +2 extra public order is a really big deal. Obviously, the upkeep cost is really good too because you have limited funds. So that's really good. So that's one way you can use amber. Another way you can use amber is certain units require amber depending on which major hero that you pick. So I talked about this a little bit earlier, but if you pick Durthu, who I picked, then you can get all of the Treekin, the Treemen, the Hawk Riders, and the Dragon free of charge, and the very low tier archers and infantry free of charge. So that means that it doesn't cost you any amber. However, if you want the upgraded, like the high-end elf units, it does cost you an amber. So it costs you 1 amber for each unit. Although, oddly enough, the Wild Riders don't cost that much, or they don't cost any amber. Which is interesting. I mean, they are pretty good. They're expensive, though. I'm not sure if they're better than the Hawk Riders, because the Hawk Riders, there's less of them, but they have the versatility of being able to shoot, but they can also charge. They're really fast, and they deal pretty good damage. I mean, 45 armor-piercing damage, or 34 or 45 total damage is pretty dang good with a 38 charge bonus. So these things are strong, but I'm not quite sure if they're worth it. They do have the extra physical resistance, which is nice, in addition to 40 armor. Whereas these have virtually no armor, no physical resistance. So these are kind of, you know, better suited as flanking units. These are pretty good too. It's obviously just one of them. So that can be pretty good. It just depends on what you need them for. You know, if you're going after archer type of units, you don't usually need a ton of extra damage. You just need speed to get over there, get on them, lock them up. So this could potentially be good. But the main reason that I picked Durthu and that I want to pick Durthu is because you get these treekin. Now these are awesome. They're pretty cheap, 225. They have 8,000 health, 80 armor, 20% magic resist. They're immune to psychology. They cause fear, and they have a lot of other just really nice stats. They get 26 melee attack is not amazing, but they have magical attack, so that's full armor piercing. Basically, it just bypasses all armor, and they have huge defense. They're just huge brick walls that are just amazing. So, you know, one thing that could be an option is form the brick walls with the treekin, and then eventually use wild riders to flank and cause a lot of problems that way. Although I'll probably have to choose. I'm not sure how much space I'm going to have, but I'll probably have to choose either Hawk Riders or Wild Riders. I think I may go with the Hawk Riders. I mean, they're just so versatile. Like, they deal pretty good missile damage. 38's pretty good, so that, you know, they can fly behind people and get really easy shots into their back. Which is obviously very strong against a lot of different factions. So, I don't know. We'll see. And the dragon, of course, is really awesome. Now, one thing to keep in mind, one reason that I like the huge beast units is because of these spell singers. So, and your normal guy, I think he can get the ability to do it too. He may not have it. He's sort of special. Okay, yeah, so he has the amber magic, which is okay. But your, this guy, your Brand Wraith, has the healing magic, I believe. So the miasma is pretty good, as we just saw. This replenishes hit points of combatants. Now, it's really important to keep in mind that this does not resurrect units like the undead magic does. The undead actually brings units back from death. And, you know, so that's really powerful. This only heals units that are still alive. So if you have, like, you know, 160 stack of elves, and they have low HP, you know, like 5,000 HP or something, if half of them are dead and you cast this, it's not really going to heal that much. But if you have things like huge dragons or treants or other things, it could potentially heal them almost to full. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know quite how much it heals. But I know it does not resurrect, but it heals a lot. And so if you pick the big tank units, then that healing is very powerful. Also because they have such good defense, such good armor, physical resistance, and melee defense, and that healing is particularly powerful because each point of extra HP is going to benefit from those extra resistances. So I'm just going to go for trying to heal people up with the wizards, use the tanks, and just form like a super tank line. Now this helps. I mean, what is this? Ward save 15% during forest battles that's your entire army during forest battles, which is pretty insane. And plus 10 leadership during forest battles. So forest battles can be difficult to achieve in some places. I haven't quite figured out the definition of those yet. I think, and obviously if you're in your own like territory, but I think even if you go out into other territories, if you're in like terrain that says light forest, I think that would count as a forest battle, especially if you ambush. Now the hero, the tree hero guys that you can get, the lord guys, have a plus 20% to treants bonus, which is pretty insane. but they're a bit more expensive, and I do need a bit more ranged units. That's why I went with the archer lady. But anyways, yeah. So we're going to try to get the healing to complement other stuff pretty well. These other things are okay, but I may actually get a lot of his magic. I'm going to at least rush the healing as fast as I can. And then we'll just kind of see from there. A lot of these, I mean, Drill Master and Nature's Slave, all this stuff is okay. This is really nice. 30% loot's really good. Obviously, because we're going to have a hard time with income, we have to go around and keep killing stuff. Kind of like a horde faction, so... I think that could be good. Okay, what else? So our overall, like I just said, our overall strategy is probably we definitely want to work our way up to tier 3 and get the Treekin ASAP. And that'll give us one more Blanche Wraith as well. We'll see if we want to get the Spell Singers. The Shadow Magic is pretty strong also. The Life Magic is where I want to be probably, though, because of the Earth Blood. But we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to be able to build a whole lot of armies. That also replenishes regrowth. So they have a lot of extra replenishment stuff. But yeah, we might go for Hagbane tips are 23.19, but that's massive pin. So that's 16 armor penetration. And it's fire damage. Which is, you know, obviously going to be really, really good against other Treant type of factions. Maybe that's how people cheese the Elves. Like, they rush this really quickly, tier 2. They get the fire damage with the Starfire Shafts, and then they just rain the fire down on people. That might be a good way how you could bum rush and kill them. How many Treants do they have? I think they're mostly Elves. These things are obviously weak to fire, though, the Dyads. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dismiss this guy. Save a lot of money. And that gives me one more amber. So I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this tree one notch, because I want that public order ASAP, and obviously the upkeep's really good too. So that's looking good. Now, one thing that sucks is you have to choose whether, like, to seed it or to raise it for money. So you can't just sack it. Like, with a lot of other factions, you can sack something and then either occupy it or raise it. But this, you have to choose. So you have to leave a lot of money on the table to do that. So it's an interesting strategic decision. It's kind of annoying, but, you know, whatever. And I kind of want to delete these guys because they're like 300 gold per. Now, they are strong, though. I mean, I do need a cavalry. So they're on the expensive side, but...
Proud daughter of Athel Lauren.
I could actually dismiss her too. She's... is costing me 263 per turn, and I'm not sure if I'm going to need her. I can always hire her back later for free, and I'm not... like I said, I'm not sure that 100% sure that I'm going to need her right now. I think I can just, like, steamroll some of this stuff pretty quickly with just one army. I just needed her just for that fight. So I think if I dismiss her, then if I hire her back later, it's free. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. You served me well, thank you, but we just can't afford you right now. I'm pretty sure, let me see, if I know I can't hire her back right now, but if I hire her back in the future, yeah, she's free. So I can bring her back for free here in a little while. I think cutting costs is pretty important, though, right now. Question is, can I do it without the cav? It costs almost twice as much as most other units. How much are these? Are 138 a pop. Let me just combine these. These guys are some really good tanks. I mean, those are strong early on. I guess I'll keep them. So we'll probably go for Montefort next. Alright, so what else? Okay, so we just bought the big tree. We're going to need one more amber, which we can do next turn, I think. If we take over Montefort. We're going to get the 800 gold per turn next turn. Okay, let me just show you the text really quick, too. Alright, so you have a couple of options. If you go up top, these are kind of your diplomatic and sort of utility techs. So the extra income is okay, but obviously we're not going to have a lot of income. Growth is not going to matter. Although the empire extra stuff could be nice. Public order. So we need to get to that immediately. So this is kind of worthless, but we need this extra 3 public order. Like, that has to happen. Or we're just not going to be able to leave our province. Because, you know, you get the -12 just because it's on legendary difficulty. And it's really, really hard to get more public order. Like, the only building you can get is this. We'll give you 2 public order, and that's it. So you need public order. So I'm going to get 2 more from finishing the tree. Once I get that, that'll give me 2. That'll bump me up to 4. Now, I'm not hiring anyone this turn, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take that off. Save me a little bit of public order. Before I get, obviously once I get the 800 gold, I can't do that anymore. But yeah, none of these things give extra public order. So I could put my Blanche Wraith over there next turn and stall it out a little bit, but it's just really, really hard to get public order. So I think you need to rush that tech to get that. And then after that, it's kind of up in the air. Like, getting extra Lord ranks are nice, or hero ranks. Extra money from ports is really good. We'll get that eventually once we get some more ports. Let's see. Extra Blanche Wraith and movement is good. Like, all that stuff's good. And then down here, these are okay. I mean, minus... the extra charge bonus is pretty cool. It's a percentage, not a flat number, though. If it is actually percentage and not flat. On the greenskins, or on the Skarsnik campaign, they tell you it's a percentage, but it's a flat number bonus that you get to charge. So, I guess we'll find out, because you have to get it to get anything else in here. Extra bonuses against Beastmen is kind of whatever. I don't think it's super important. There's not a lot of Beastmen out there, generally. I think that's really nice, the ambush chance, because you can try to sneak up on people in Light Forest, and that gives you 70% like chance of success. And then with this, that would give you a 90% chance of success. So that could be good for getting the forest bonuses if you can set up ambushes. Elf stuff is not really that important. Post-battle loot is good, although diplomatic relations with undead doesn't really matter that much. Ammo's okay. Global recruitment, that's really nice for replenishing your units. Once we get stretched a bit, then that's obviously super amazing. So I think the deal is going to be we're going to go here, and then we're going to try to get over to this. We'll see. Okay. What else? What else? Okay, the Lord's abilities. And then we'll move on to the next turn. I didn't get any items off of that, which is kind of lame, but... So basically you get plus 10 leadership when fighting against dwarves, which is nice. My units are immune to attrition everywhere, which is good. Hero recruitment cost is low. I get plus 10 melee attack during forest battles, so I really want to try to fight in the forest if I can. So all of that's pretty good. And then when we go into his actual skills here, they have some pretty amazing skills. If you look at Call of the Wild, you get +8 melee attack everywhere, which is phenomenal. +12 melee attack and defense for all units. That's your lords, that's your trees, your dragons, your archers, everything gets that. So that's actually super sweet. Very, very powerful. The armor's okay, but we're already going to have some really tanky units. This stuff I'm not going to get with him. I'm going to get with the archer lady probably down the line. I'm not going to rely too heavily on missile units, although the missile units are really good. It's possible, but I'm definitely going to go get this first. And then I need this. Obviously, I need the campaign movement range. That, because we definitely need money. And the casualty replenishment. And we need to get over here to Lightning Strike, which is like way far down the line, which kind of sucks, but that's just what we have. And then more replenishment. So once again, that favors, you know, big units that can survive fights and get healing. So I mean, with the 10% here, the 5% here, it's 15%, plus the 25% from the outpost, that's 40%, plus the 20% that I can get from that technology. And I think there's even more in there somewhere or other. Like, you can get to almost full replenishment every single turn, which is where you need to be. And so you can just start lightning striking stuff down and just replenishing over the next few turns. Swift Fingers. Okay. So that's kind of what we're doing there. Okay, so I think that covers all of our bases. How are we looking on time? I think we've got time for maybe 1 or 2 more turns. Okay, so that looks good. We can globally recruit, but we can't do anything else. This guy can't move. That's good, that's good. Build that. Let's see if there's any more diplomacy that people want.
In my halls, the words of the faithless.
You may keep your lying tongue.
No. I mean, if they don't want to, like, chill with us, we can just kill them.
Homeland persist through all the coming ages of the world.
Alright. So yeah, maybe getting this the Starfire shafts could really light them up, potentially. There's nothing else that I need at tier 2 other than the Spell Singers. I could get the Spell Singers if I want. Which the healing would be really nice on Durthu. Plus 2 Spell Singers and ranks. Okay. So each one of these just gives you an extra Spell Singer, which is nice. Yeah, we don't need this. This is okay. I think I would just prefer to get the Starfire Shafts. But I don't really have slots for that. Like, I would have to get rid of my Haunted Grove, which I don't want to do, in order to buy this. And then I would have to buy this over here. So maybe I don't want to do that. Eternal Guard, Wild Riders, War Dancers. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe just the normal archers are fine. And we just go for Spell Singers at tier 2. Or, no, we have to go for Craftsmanship at tier 2. That's right, because we need the public order. Okay. We can maybe trade that pottery eventually. This stuff requires techs. Yeah, so we want to try to rush up to tier 3 as fast as possible to get the pottery. But we're going to have to get some more provincial stuff. Oh, I forgot. We need growth. So we're going to have to wait a few turns before we can get all the way up. Yeah, this doesn't offer that much growth, right? It's like 2. Yeah, it's not worth it yet. Okay, I think that's it. So we can't recruit. Just kind of... I'm going to run around, beat some people up. That might be a mistake. I mean, maybe I do need to hire her and just hire some units. I just don't have enough cash right now. I'd like to try to make it on very little cash if I can. Okay, well, let's go ahead. Oh, there's these offices too, but you have to have like certain ranks to be able to get in there. I can get that to get extra spell singers, which would be cool. Tech research rate would be really nice too. Alright. Alright, so we replenished a lot of stuff up. Okay. You gotta get Call of the Wild, I think. I mean, I do want the extra movement range, but the +8 melee attack on everything is obviously quite strong. I could just take Kel'Thuz right out of this game right now. Now, Montefort. I could, like, just attack, sack, and burn that if I wanted to. I'm not gonna be able to hold it, probably. And then I can wait on one of these guys to repopulate it. It's probably not worth that much, though, honestly. Now, how strong are they? Stone. They're not that strong. Whoa, do they not have a capital? I thought... Oh, that's worth 2. That's weird. I mean, I kind of want to level this guy up, too. Okay. I'll just go ahead and go for... Call the Woods. Now, I could take this guy over here and drop him off for the Public Order. So I'm going to have to put that back on. Yeah, I think I'm... It's tough because I just don't have that many units. I could burn that. I could come over here and fight them if I want to. I think I have to drop him off for the Public Order. Because he does give you an extra 5 Public Order. Which is pretty important. Yeah, let's go ahead and declare war. That's fine. I think. Let me make sure they're... Are they at war with anybody? No. Okay, well, I'm going to war with them. Now, I could also not go to war with them and just take out Kel'Nos down here. That's definitely a possibility. I mean, I also could just play like really defensively and drop back over here. They're gonna have a 20 stack pretty soon. I think I need to come back with more units to do that. Just cleaning up this region and just finishing off Kel'Nos would be good, and then I could jump over and... Maybe I should have left her here. Just so I could keep recruiting. I don't know. The thing is, like, you don't have walls either. Like, this place has no walls. It just has that garrison. So, although it doesn't really matter if they take it or sack it because there's no buildings. Maybe I just go ahead and... I'm just going to go ahead and grab it. It's because I want the experience. I want the money. I'm gonna heal up anyways, as soon as I drop back into my territory. That's not really that much money. Ogre Blade, okay. Gaining experience is good. The heck? My wife's being creepy. So I could seed it. His capital is kind of far away. I mean, there's a possibility that I could hold it. 1600 is pretty nice cash-wise, though. And I'm curious if I can dash back into my territory and recruit. Or at least dash down this way and go after something else. I'm not going to be able to hold it. And I don't need to replenish. And I don't necessarily need this 1 amber just yet. So I think I can raise it and wait on someone else to repopulate it. I'm hoping. I don't know. I am getting 1600 a turn, so the 1600 is nice, but that's just 1 extra turn of income. But I do need to bank a lot of money, because once I get all my armies going, then it's going to be really tough to finance them all. So if I hold on to this, I might be able to fight the secessionists. I think I'm just going to raise it, though. My army's just not that big to hold this territory, and I'm just going to hope that someone else will repopulate it. If anything, I could come back and repopulate it later if I want to. Let's go ahead and raise it. Okay, so I can't run after I raise. Definitely something to think about. I'm hoping these secessionists will come over here and... How much does it cost? Okay, it costs 6,000 to repop, so definitely not worth it to raise and then repop. However, if I had a lot more soldiers, then the cost would go down. So if I had like a 20 stack, I could potentially repop it and then replenish. Alright, let's do nothing. Okay, so that's fine, and now I want the campaign movement range, and then we'll work our way over to the Forest Roar. Okay, so that's looking good. Now we could hire another lord if we wanted to. Getting one of these tree men online and leveled up would be nice. But I kind of want to save up some money too. While I can. At least until I finish the tree to lower the upkeep costs a little bit. Okay. Make sure this is all good. Okay, so we're waiting 3 turns, and then we're going to need this within 3 turns. We can upgrade it, and that gives us... That does give us a lot of extra growth. Well, 5 extra growth. We might go for a spell singer. Or no, I forgot. I keep forgetting we have to go for this thing. %, from grapevines. Now, I don't know if that's your own place or if that's all regions in adjacent provinces. I don't know. We'll get that eventually, but I think we need this craftsman first. The public order is kind of a main thing. Because if your public order hits, you know, is in the tank, then you can't leave your province. You have to sit there and keep fighting rebellions, so you're just kind of locked in. Which, I mean, is okay if you just want to farm experience and just sit there and play the diplomacy game, but... Like I said, I want to get out and get into some fights. Okay, now I can switch this up to something else. I want to. I can't really trade that. I mean, the 50 income is negligible. I don't need to recruit. Extra experience per turn is okay. I think it takes 100 to gain a mark. I'm not sure. Extra growth would be okay. So 2% would be like 15 extra gold per turn for my capital. Plus 2 extra growth would be an extra... I've got 20 growth right now, so it'd be an extra 10% growth. I guess we'll just hold on to this. Having the extra garrison's kind of nice too. And if crazy stuff's about to go down, I can still recruit lords there, I think. Yes. So I could recruit a lord to try to help defend. Alright, so I think that's it. Can't recruit any more heroes. That. Diplomacy again. And that might be it for episode 1.
Lies and be gone from Athel Loren.
This guy sounds really mad.
The deep would protect
Maybe they're mad because I lost a lot of my army or sold it off. So I look really weak right now. So maybe they're thinking of attacking me. I don't know.
We will see our homeland persist through all the coming.
Okay, so they'll join my war against Carrick Norn for 200 gold. Sure. I don't like paying a lot of money, but I'll pay a little bit just to keep Carrick Norn busy. I could come back, recruit. So I think what I want to do in the short term is come down here, attack, gain control of Kelness. They shouldn't have that much of an army built back up by then. Go down there, take out Kelness. Roll back over here, recruit a couple units, and then jump this wall and try to take out this stuff. And we're just kind of banking up some cash once again for a few turns here. Okay. Interesting.
Rival power comes to parley, demanding a change in your mutual relations. Consider their offer carefully.
Now, I think if I take peace within 10 turns after I declare war, then it really hurts my reliability. Also, I want to take their last province, so no. Okay, good. Maybe these orcs will come in. Someone will take that, I hope. Now, I wouldn't mind going peace with these guys eventually, but we'll see. We'll do... How much time do we have? I think we're close to being out of time. We probably are out of time, but I'll roll down a little bit more. Yeah, that replenishment though. Pretty nice. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll go to the forest right here. See, I think if you hide in here and if someone attacks you and it says, you know, light forest, I think that gives you a forest fight. And I think that gives you all the bonuses. So when you're over here fighting the Empire, like you want to try to step into forested areas, I think. Obviously that's not going to be possible in the Barrens. But in a lot of this sort of mid to upper northern area on the map, there should be a lot of forests like in here, where we could potentially start fights. Now down here it's a bit tougher to find forests, but we'll see. Once again, I want to try to take over as much of the map as I possibly can. I just think it's fun to go for that. I do that with all my campaigns. I don't just try to sit back and do whatever the win condition is. Like I try to go and take everything. Just for fun. It makes the campaigns take a very long time, but I think that it makes for a fun style of play. Makes me take a lot of extra risks, which, you know, creates some interesting scenarios. Alright, so we're about to get a bit more public order, I think. We'll grab Kelness. We'll actually seed that one. That'll give us the one extra that we need to upgrade. We're just saving up some cash for now. Because we have enough army to take out Kelness, I'm pretty sure, right? They've got nothing. Yeah, they just got a handful of units. They don't even have a general. Is there anything that gives me more units in all territories? Local armies. Local. I don't think so. I mean, I could actually get a Trapper's Den at level 2 also. The extra growth. Plus 30 growth would let me tech up a lot faster. So maybe I go for a... Now, I might get 2 extra things unlocked at level 2. Oh, I do get 2. Okay, so I can go for... Now, Spell Slingers are so good, though. I don't know. I might have to go for... Trapper's Den plus Craftsman Tree. So what, 2,000, 3,500 to do that? Give me Public Order and Growth. So like I said, Tier 3 is kind of where we get really big, and then Tier 5, obviously, once we can get some dragons. Although they're very expensive, we can get that upkeep cost down with some upgrades. And I think the dragon will be super powerful with the regeneration magic. And Treeman, of course, will be really strong too. Now, Treeman seem like they're a real dang good bargain. I mean, 375 for something that's that beastly seems pretty good. Dragon's okay, but I'm not... He's good. We'll get some. We'll get some dragons for sure. Alright, I think we're good. We're just chilling. That's ready. That's ready. Alright, let's go ahead and roll out. Now, if I get some... Oh, I should have tried to befriend these people some more. If I get some trade agreements... Okay, sweet. He occupied it. And what does this do? I forgot. Oh, nice. Extra ward save during forest battles. Sweet. So a ward save means that it reduces all damage from physical and magical damage. See, that took like half of his army to occupy that. So I think that's a good strategy, is to raise things that actually have like buildings, wait for someone else to occupy, and then go back and seed it after they occupy it, if it's possible. That's a decent strategy. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll roll down here, take out Kelness. What is that over there? Is that... Oh, that's the Elves. Okay. I mean, they don't even have a ward. There's no way they're winning this with Durthu. And I'm just going to pass back through the replenishment territory anyways, so I don't think it matters. I'm just going to auto-resolve it. I don't think that's abusive. It's just saving time. We're going to have such high replenishment rate anyways, it's not going to matter. We're definitely going to seed it because we want to... Nice. Knock out Paravon. Should not have messed with me, Paravon. Technically, I messed with them. I think it's just Forest's Roar. That's just extremely good. %5 strength for all forces faction-wide. That's really good. Now, one thing that kind of sucks is he only has 1 quest battle, whereas Orion has like 4. But we might go back and do Orion again eventually. That's pretty beast though too, but I think you just have to get the Forest Roar. It's just insanity. Like, +12/+12 on everything. Top tier units and bottom tier. Really good. Okay. Now what do we want to do? So we're already replenishing maxed out here. Oh, because I have the entire province. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, you could even go double and get like 100% replenishment if you had 2 of those. Do I want the experience? Oh, maybe she meant 4 minutes away. She's IKEA. She's at IKEA. Okay. Just reading what my wife texted me there. Two growth would be cool. Like I said, there is no growth here, though. Would let me take up the dragons pretty quick. +1 for cavalry. I don't think I'm going to be getting a lot of cavalry. That's probably not going to work. The replenishment and garrison is nice. Recruitment's nice. I mean, the growth is pretty good. The extra, I don't know. I mean, 2% growth is not really that impressive. I could just get another waystone, and then that would give me 50% replenishment pretty much, and so I could just go fight, take a town, and then walk back over there and heal everything else up to full pretty much. Interesting strategic implications there. But once again, I'm not sure. I don't need to do that right now. And having the extra growth, I guess, and income might make a bit more sense. So I want either the income or the sacrificial grounds. Just because you can always change these out. It just takes 1 turn, or like 2 turns, I guess, to change them out. So it's not a huge deal. Now, this does give you the extra garrison, though, which can ward off some aggressors. I mean, growth and a little bit of extra cash is nice, but that's such a low amount of growth. Having the extra garrison helps. So, like, if beastmen, for example, show up, I could at least put up a decent fight. I'm still going to lose, but I could weaken them enough to where maybe I could go fight them afterwards. Yeah, we'll just do the waystone, I guess. That's fine. And the next turn I should hit, yeah, my growth mark, and then we should have enough money left over. Yeah, we have a pretty good amount stored up here. And these guys have been fighting something. Now I could go try to, if he's fighting Carcassonne, I could potentially go take these out if I want to. Or Aquitaine, what it? Or Bordelot, okay. I think this is pretty easy pickings, potentially, and the Empire, Rebels, that looks pretty easy. Maybe I just come back over here, just recruit like a crack squad once I get the upkeep reduction. Get a crack squad going, and then come up and just start knocking this stuff out. We'll see. We'll figure it out next episode. We'll go ahead and finish this turn up. So, I mean, I do need the public order ASAP. How long does this take? 12 turns? 13 turns. Okay, so that only takes 1 turn to get that. Okay. I mean, the charge bonus, if that was a flat 10 charge for Dryad and Treekin, that would obviously be amazing. I just don't know if it's lying to me or not, because with the, like I said, with the goblins, it was, if you know, let me know in the comments if you know if that's a flat number or if it actually is a percentage, because with the goblins, they say it's a percentage, but it's a flat number. So if that was an actual flat plus 10, that I would obviously get that, because that would be crazy. But I think it's just 10%, which is virtually nothing on those things. They have like 20 or less charge bonus. So I think we need to go up and get the public order immediately, though. Okay, and my hair, I'm going to cut my hair tonight. If you're wondering, if you're just like, man, he strokes his hair a lot or his hair just looks crazy, I'm going to try to get my hair cut tonight. So I should have that done, although I might do one more episode before I get it cut, but I am going to get it cut. I'm long overdue. Okay, yeah, we'll just go this route. We'll go for the public order. Even though that's quite tempting, I think this will ultimately be the better choice. I mean, both of these are kind of worthless, but this is just so valuable that I feel like it's absolutely necessary to do it, or you just can't leave provinces. Because these are sitting on -6. Although eventually that'll go up. Oh, each building gives you +6. Okay, so I see. So the public order actually is not a problem in all the provinces. So the lookout does give you public order. It's just in your main capital it's a problem. I mean, I could just leave the Blanche Wraith there then, if I wanted to, and then the tree's going to give me 2. I eventually want to get that up to where it gives me 3, but this will give me 2, and then the building will give me... Okay, so I'm 7 in the hole right now with the Blanche right there. So the tree's going to give me 2. That'll take me down to 5 in the hole. And then this will give me 2. That'll take me down to 3 in the hole. And then this gives me 3. The tech will give me 3, so that'll make me net neutral. And then I can store up some public order and then actually use the Blanche Wraith in combat. Yeah, so I think I still have to have the tech. Even though it's not needed for all the additional provinces, it seems, it is needed for the capital. So... Okay, cool. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Well, let me go ahead. I'll do the intern before we do that. So we're good on that. We're good on that. Let's try the this stuff again here. See if anyone wants to...
Speak your lies and be gone from Athelloren.
Okay, cool. They're chilling. Now, they have been beaten up pretty hard. They're ranked 42 right now, so they don't have a lot. Okay, so we'll try to bro up with them and see...
Your lying tongue.
So they're kind of on the back foot. That's probably why they're chilling with me. Also, if I don't kill them, I think I might be able to get Orion. If I confederate with them, I might get Orion, which would be really sweet. Obviously, because he's a legendary lord, he's a total baller. So maybe that's an extra reason to try to confederate, so we can get the faction leader. Because that confederation is an option with them eventually, right?
You may speak your honeyed words, but I will see the lie concealed within.
No, they don't let you confederate with them. I don't... Oh, hold on, let me see.
Keep your lying tongue for now.
No, there is a confederation. If you get, this. Enables join confederation diplomacy demand. So I think I can confederate with Orion. That would be really cool to get him on my side, because he has a lot of fun quest battles, and I want to do those. I don't know how that works if he's already completed them to get the items, though. I don't know. Whatever. I'm going to try to confederate and play nice with him if I can. Looks like he's getting beaten up pretty hard, though. We'll see. Does he want to, I can't trade with him. We'll see. If anyone else wants to mess with us, we'll take him down soon enough. Okay, I think that's going to do it. Good, I finally won that fight. It's a really cool fight. It's very tough. Oh god, 2 beastmen, huh? So he's running into some beastman problems. And they are wasting no time going for me at Paravon. Okay, well, it's getting hot in here.
Your prestige grows, my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
Ha. Sweet, man. And we get 4,000 extra gold for upgrading that too. Is that basically what it costs?
Athalloran Center, the glorious Oak of Ages blossoms into life.
Nice. Oh, so we only need 5 more. Interesting. Okay, so I could get a confederation. If I get 5 more, I could potentially start confederating pretty quickly. I don't know how do they feel about me if I'm... Do they like me more because I'm growing that tree or less? They don't really seem to care. Okay, so these guys... I didn't see what his secondary army is. It's going to be annoying because if they raise this, then it costs a lot of money to repopulate it.
I will not blight my
Oof. Maybe that was a mistake to attack Paravon. I mean, if they... I don't think they'll occupy it. If they beat it. I mean, what are we looking at here? We've got Great Eagles, Deepwood Scouts, Dryads. So I'll have 7, 14, 17, and then I can bring him in for 18 units. Be 18 on 19. How many archers? Okay, 2 archers. Plus Hawk Riders. These Hawk Riders are going to be amazing against these mounted yeomen. I think we can take them. I mean, I am technically at war with the Beastmen. And I didn't see what they had in store before. These Goreherd are really nice. They had those super early. Turn 6. That's like a tier 3 unit. Or tier 4. That's a tier 3 unit, I think. There's a decent possibility. Like, I know there's another unit here because I saw one go invisible. You have to be very careful around Beastmen because they'll bait you like that if you're not paying attention. So I might have to give this up. We'll see. I mean, I could hire one lord here and just try to defend it. How much is it? I mean, a tree lord is the same amount to hire as an elf lord. It's just a lot of upkeep. So I could hire a tree lord there for the extra tankiness. And if I lose him, whatever. It's only 825 gold, but I might be able to hold it with a lord. I'm pretty sure I can't hold it without a lord, but if I have a lord there, I might be able to hold against, if they have something like 15 units, I might be able to hold against 15 with some good micromanagement and a tree lord. But we'll figure that out next episode. So it's getting hot. Stay tuned for next time. I'm going to go up here to Paravon, combine units, and we'll see if they want to fight me or not. I think we can beat them. It'll be a good fight. It'll be about 19 on 19. But I have upgrades. Yeah, he's still level 1. And if we beat them, we can go over and take their capital, add it to the collection. But we'll see. Did he... Okay, so he just turned it into a little level 1 thing. Okay. anyways, we'll figure it out. So it's getting exciting. Stay tuned for next time, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.